We have multiple Mavericks coaching updates as we are now entering day 3 of free agency. And over the entirety of our offseason, our coaching staff has been at the center of every single rumor. I mean, we did see Sean Sweeney go to the San Antonio Spurs, where it was first reported that the Mavericks didn't try that hard to keep him. And then other reports showing that they were happy for Sean Sweeney for getting a promotion to assistant head coach. And of course, we all saw the whole saga between the New York Knicks and Jason Kidd, as we had no idea if he actually wanted to go or if he wanted to stay. But thanks to Shams as well as Nico Harrison, we know for a fact that Jason Kidd is going to stay a Dallas Mavericks head coach. And in fact, we just got a report the other day that Jason Kidd will be signing a contract extension before the start of the season. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the report about Jason Kidd. What does his contract extension look like? We also have an insider source, an update on Jared Dudley, as well as a little bit of an update from Frank Vogle. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 21,429 subscribers. If you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related all summer long, if you don't want to miss out on a single rumor, trade, free agency update, a coaching getting hired or fired, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But the Dallas Mavericks have been dealing with a lot of coaching rumors all summer long, it feels like. Jason Kidd, the New York Knicks, that whole saga and debacle of there's mutual interest. He wants to go. We're going to have to trade him because he's on contract. This is just leverage for an extension. It was absolutely insane. And to not have to rehash the entirety of what happened, I'll just give you this. That there was a report early in this saying that there was mutual intrigue on both sides between Jason Kidd and the Knicks, according to Brian Windhorst. The Knicks have not yet requested permission to interview the Mavs head coach, who signed an extension last year. Fast forward to today, we all know what happened. We followed it heavily on this channel. That Jason Kidd did not meet with the Knicks. We did not grant them permission. Jason Kidd is going to be a coach for the Dallas Mavericks. Shams confirmed that. Nico Harrison confirmed that. Obviously, Jason Kidd has not publicly said whether he does want to go to New York or not, but from everything else we're hearing, he's totally fine here. He's talked to Cooper Flagg extensively about how he wants to implement Cooper Flagg in our offense, in our defense, on the team in general. So it only makes sense Jason Kidd wants to stay a Dallas Maverick. But just yesterday, the news broke out, and it is confirmed that Jason Kidd will be our coach for the foreseeable future, because right here, the Mavericks are expected to extend Jason Kidd's contract before the start of next season, per the Stein line, which is absolutely amazing. We saw just 2 seasons ago, Jason Kidd led this team to the NBA Finals, and although we were not prepared with a mixture of hurt players and players getting a little scared and a little spooked playing in Boston, as well as just a lot of inexperience, we lost 4-1. But the Dallas Mavericks did have a good season. With all things considered, last year Jason Kidd did a very good job. We didn't make the playoffs. We lost in the play-in. But when you have only 6 or 7 players available, where if one person goes down, you have to forfeit games, Jason Kidd did a very good job of managing this team to avoid that altogether, as we would have been the first NBA team to ever have to forfeit a game because we don't have enough healthy players. And also, got to give credit to our two-way guys like Kai Jones. We also have Brandon Williams, who did get a contract out of it, as well as Kessler Edwards. All of those guys, as well as whoever was healthy, definitely did their job to make sure we just didn't look that bad. But Jason Kidd is a good coach. Is he the best coach? No. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. Does he say stupid things that just makes you angry? Of course. But he is a good coach for the Dallas Mavericks, especially after the Luka Doncic trade. A lot of people, myself included, thought that without Luka, what's Jason Kidd going to do? What kind of sets is he going to run? What is our defense going to look like? What is our offense going to look like? And he impressed not just me, but a lot of people, that even without a generational talent like Luka Doncic, Jason Kidd was still able to win a lot of games that really should not have been winnable, even with all of those injuries. But another thing that we definitely want to take a look at right here, Mark Stein with an update per the Stein line on the Mavericks coaching staff vacancies. He said, "We know the Mavericks' initial response to losing Sean Sweeney to San Antonio. Jason Kidd is going to try and convince Frank Vogle, who worked last season as a consultant to the team, to take Sweeney's spot." That was an update just yesterday, which is actually pretty interesting because we did get an update not too long ago that Frank Vogle had no intentions or no desire to be an assistant coach. He is totally perfectly fine in this advisory role until another head coaching job opens. But if I'm Frank Vogle, I got to be honest with myself. The New York Knicks, as well as many other NBA teams, after the playoffs, fired their coaches. After the regular season, fired their coaches. At least 4 to 5 teams had vacancies at the head coaching position, and Frank Vogle's name never came up once. If Frank Vogel wants to be a head coach, why not start coaching at the assistant level, especially if you're taking Sean Sweeney's spot, who a lot of people, according to all reports, Sean Sweeney was the brains of the operation. He was the guy that really had things going, and Jason Kidd was more of a team manager. But regardless, Jason Kidd is still a good coach. Don't want to disrespect Jason Kidd at all. But Sean Sweeney was definitely the brains of the operation, and Frank Vogel is not a bad coach by any means. He did win a championship in LA, and of course he did get fired, but some would argue that was just because LeBron and Russell Westbrook and it didn't work out. He did get a head coaching job in Phoenix, where he did get fired after the first year, but to be fair, Phoenix has had 5 head coaches in the last 5 years. So that's not really fair to Frank Vogel. I, for one, would love to have him on our team. Bring a new style to our game, as we do have a new-ish type of team with Cooper Flagg, with D'Angelo Russell, with all the other additions. Without Luka Doncic, the team will look different. So Jason Kidd, as a head coach, can benefit from other coaches like Frank Vogel that can help us out just a little bit. But another update that we got going on right here, that a rumor that's been going around that Jared Dudley is interested in leaving the Dallas Mavericks, but we did get the report just yesterday, about 2 days ago, that the Dallas Mavericks assistant coach Jared Dudley will interview with the Denver Nuggets for an assistant coaching role, per source. Despite a contract renewal in Dallas, Dudley has emerged as a serious candidate to join David Adelman's staff, with both sharing the same agent. And I know a lot of people probably don't care much about Jared Dudley. They see this and they're probably like, okay, cool, Jared Dudley can go. We don't think highly of him. A lot of people don't think highly of Jared Dudley, but I'd argue that as an assistant coach, Jared Dudley does bring something to the team. As he was once a player, he played in Brooklyn before he retired. He was close to some of these players. He played with D'Angelo Russell, who's coming to Dallas. A good reason for him to stay. You get to coach someone that you played with. There's some familiarity. But other than just D'Angelo Russell, it's been reported heavily that Jared Dudley has a very good relationship with a lot of players in the locker room. And it's good to have a coach that can command that respect from the players. Obviously, Jason Kidd does as well, but why not have 2? But if Jared Dudley wants to go to Denver, if he wants to explore other avenues, then why should we stop anybody from trying to promote themselves and advance their own career? But it may not be that simple, as I have some inside information from a very trusted source that has given me a lot of good information that we have nothing to worry about and that Jared Dudley is going absolutely nowhere. And I'll even share the little message I got with you guys. Dudley not leaving as of right now, unless the money is too much to turn down. Dallas is trying to keep him with a raise. They are only reporting part of the news. Nico has a great relationship with Clutch, who represents Dudley. You'd see, ask your connects, and that's his way of telling me to confirm with the other people that give me information. But yes, I confirm that with other sources, that Dudley isn't necessarily looking to leave unless obviously it's with a raise, a promotion, something that you really should not turn down. Jared Dudley's going to stay with the Dallas Mavericks. Again, for some people, you may not care. For others, it's good to just keep people in-house. Obviously, you want to improve in certain areas, whether it be players or staff, but you don't want to have this turnstile of just people come, people go. People come, people go. You can't build chemistry that way, and you can't build a championship organization that way. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you excited for Jason Kidd coming back and extending for another 2-3 years? Or do you want him gone, Jared Dudley gone? You want Frank Vogel to be the head coach? You want Dirk to be the GM? You want the team to move to Arlington and not Dallas? Or whatever it is you guys say in the comment section. Let me know what you think, and we can have a conversation about it. But that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you for being part of the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. And as always, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.